Retsinas now. He's the director of housing studies at Harvard University. He knows a lot about what's going on in the housing markets. And Nick, good to see you. And you know, even when I'm hearing all these numbers from whether it's Case-Shiller, existing, new home sales, in many ways, though, a lot of that is noised or crowded out by the fact that the government is helping the housing markets right now.
You're absolutely right. In normal times, and it's hard to remember normal times, these numbers would be signs of stabilization. Home prices have stopped their precipitous fall. Existing home sales are up as high as they've been maybe in the 2.5 years. On the other hand, as you point out, right now the housing market, particularly the housing finance market, is on government life support. In the last quarter, over 90% of all residential mortgages were held by, guaranteed by, insured by, securitized by the government. So the question is, can that be sustained?
Right, that's the question, and it sounds as if, though, the government is going to be pulling these out by the first half of next year. So is it then that we really shouldn't pay attention to the numbers until, let's say, the summer of 2010?
Well, I think the government intent is to try to get the housing market going again, so when this government support is withdrawn, it can withstand this erosion of support. I think the big test will be in the spring. That's when the Federal Reserve has indicated it intends to stop its purchase of mortgage-backed securities. If it does so, it's not unlikely that mortgage rates could go up 75 basis points, 100 basis points. Whether this housing recovery can survive that kind of rate increase remains to be seen. Well,
I mean, in your best estimated or expert view, Nick, can it?
I think it depends market to market. I think in those markets where you haven't had the added overbuilding, where you haven't had the implosion of the economy, markets like in the Northeast, I think perhaps we have seen signs of the bottom, and clearly by spring of next year, absent a free fall in the economy, I think we'll be fine. In those markets like Vegas, like South Florida, where you had that dramatic overbuilding, you still have a rash of foreclosures on the horizon.
Right.
It's hard to think that they could withstand the pullback in government support.
Okay, Nick, we've got to leave it there, but good to talk with you as always. That was Nick Retsinas over at Harvard University. Well,